Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of AM and the PM with Amanda and Mark. Amanda, what are we talking about on this beautiful day? It's like 70 degrees out there. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
I feel like I don't even get a chance to say, "Hey guys, what's going on?" You're always just like, "What are we talking about today?"
Say hello to the fine people.
Well, I feel like this is too low now.
Tilt it. There you go.
So, this episode will be airing on April 1st.
April Fools,
April
bitch.
Fool's. Yeah, and we came out with our first episode ever on April 2nd. So, it'll be a year
Yeah,
of us doing this.
yeah. April 2nd of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Well, it's been a year. What is that? Is that going to make this 52? I can't remember. No, I don't remember what number it is. You'll find out. You'll know.
I think it's over 52. It was 50 a while ago.
That math doesn't work out. Oh, well. Doesn't matter.
I think it might be 54.
Yeah. Well, there's 52 weeks in a year. We do one every week, so.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Maybe,
Whatever it is, you'll
maybe you're
know
right
before
there.
us, because I can't remember. But yeah, a year. That's pretty impressive, I think. I've been thinking about that a lot, actually. Not specifically with AM and the PM, but kind of is just the amount of the amount of importance that consistency plays in things. Much like, with your working out, you just do it consistently, and you don't have to go completely crazy every single time, or shock the world with every workout or with every podcast episode, but you just do it consistently, and then people start to either notice or you start to get stronger, those whatever the case may be. The consequence just continues to compound from that consistency. So that's something that I've been noticing, at least with the things that we've been doing. So yeah, a year. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Has it been fast? Has it been slow? You look back.
I think it went by fast.
Yeah, I kind of agree, but I also kind of I think that it felt fast, but I also feel like I've gotten more done in the past year than I've ever gotten done in my entire life. So I think that it was a very full year.
Mm-hmm.
But specifically, like with AM and the PM, I think that we've covered a lot of good topics. We've talked to a good amount of great people, and we're ready to continue to do that because we're not slowing down anytime soon. But yeah, in review of this first, a year of it, what would you kind of say? What were some of the highlights or some of the things you think we did good, some of the things you think we can do better? I think maybe that's a good time to chat about this.
Well, probably advertising. Is that the right word?
Yeah, marketing.
Marketing, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not too heavy there. Most of it's just been all organic, which is not bad in a sense, but your reach is just smaller because we just have basically our friend groups and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it would be great if we're serious to try to generate some more revenue somehow. I think that would be a good idea, whether it's through the merch or sponsorships or anything like that. It's funny. Amanda just said before we went on here, we should have music as we introduce the episode, like a jingle or something, but just some sort of music. And I mean, there's definitely ways to just throw some I guess free music in there. But I told her, if you can find somebody for us to commission to make us a jingle, then we could do that. But I don't know. That's an idea. That would be I guess a step in a forward direction or something like that. Just another way to kind of improve it, because I think you have to constantly be thinking about different stuff. And I have a couple different things that I'm working on. So I'm not always thinking about AM and the PM, but I think that that's a good idea. Just to continue to market it and continue to improve it in general. I don't know. We've kind of, I don't know. I mean, in all honesty, it's ebbs and flows. Like especially with me, I cannot do everything at once. So, we went really hard into the AM and the PM merch for about 2 weeks, and then we started doing other things. And we're always doing productive things for the most part, but it's just not always consistently doing, like, working on one thing, because that's just not how our current situation is. But we're always pumping out the episodes, which is a good thing, and staying consistent there and constantly trying to talk to everyone, which I think is great too. I think, just to harken back on something that we've said before, it's great to just sit down with your significant other once a week and just have a good conversation. I mean, we have more than just one a week, but I don't know. I'd still recommend it. I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change anything in the last year.
There are so many times where we're like in the car and we're like, someone give us a microphone. Like, we need
Yeah.
a microphone.
Yeah.
But I think it's helped me in my personal life, or just like when I'm thinking about goals I want to set in general. Like, you literally said this to me the one day and it's stuck with me ever since. You're like, just look how far you've come. Just keep moving forward. And I'm like, yes. Like, literally, I did like a 180 this year. Like, I don't even know who I became. Like, I'm a completely different person. And I'm just going into the months of March and everything. I was just really excited because I knew it's been a year since I started my fitness journey, since I worked on my CDA, since we did this. Like, it's just really crazy how far we've come.
Yeah. Certainly. I think it's very
It's
important to
insane.
yeah, I think it's very important to look back sometimes. I mean, you don't want to obviously talked about it before. You don't want to live in the past and things, but you do want to. I think it is important to, if you ever start feeling like you're not making enough progress, just turn around and take a look and see, how far you come. And specifically, again, with AM and the PM, you know, we've got a lot. We've got a lot more. I'm trying to think of other specific things. I mean, we built the website. We have. Let's just list them real quick. We built the website. We have merchandise on there. You can ask questions. The one big thing that I really want to do, but I haven't figured out how to do yet, like, it's something that I haven't tackled anywhere, so I need to, like, figure out how to do it for the first time, and then I could, replicate it in more than one place, is a good way for people that, any longtime viewers and consistent viewers of the show, if they're interested in supporting the show in any way, then giving them an opportunity to do that. I'm not necessarily saying that people are chomping at the bit to do that, but just, providing more ways and more, like, features to do that, because it's what a lot of, other podcasts and other creative platforms, like, other creative brands and stuff do that. So something that I'm looking for Fuel by Progress as well. But specifically for AM and the PM, I think we have an interesting target audience, couples and just people that want to, I don't know, just learn more about relationships and just different topics and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And I definitely would be excited to have more couples on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, and again, the clips channel too, just clipping out more of these things. I always have really fucking trouble with that though. I haven't, that's a great idea that I have not executed on at all, as far as the editing and things. But that is something that, I also struggle with, because it's like, I feel that all the content that we put out is good. And, like, we sit here for, half an hour, 45 minutes, hour, whatever, and we talk about a lot of good things. But it's hard for me. It's a very fine art to take, like, a 45-minute conversation and clip out, like, fuck, if you're putting on TikTok, it's like a minute, like, how do you, like, I don't know. So those are, I'm 100% overthinking that process, but it's still, like, something where it's like, okay, well, we have a 45-minute conversation on YouTube. Why do we need to put, I know why we need to put smaller ones on there, but it's hard for me to kind of think about it.
To draw them in.
Yeah, and also, but it's hard to like draw a line. It's like, okay, well, where out of this 45 minutes, where's, like, the 5 minutes that's, like, really good or something? Where's that piece of it? And then how do you pull, then I know how to, obviously technically, like, pull it out and put it on different channels and shit. But those are the things that we're lacking on right now. And I know that it would help. So I think really, this isn't specific AM and the PM, but it would help it would help greatly, is just more help. I think that it's something that we need to consider moving forward. especially in this maybe later half of 2021 and definitely into 2022. Because if we want to do all this shit, then we need to collaborate a little bit more. Um, and we're getting to the point now where I say we're, and I'm talking about all sorts of different things, but like we're starting to make a little more money in other areas. You know, maybe not specifically through AM and the PM, but it's everything is going to benefit as we continue to grow any of the things, right? Like the personal Samansky media stuff, Amanda's inspiration, fueled by progress, like all of that. So I think that it's all just going to continue to kind of grow from there. But yeah, regardless, so it's been a great year. I mean, the first fucking year of anything is difficult, and if you can be consistent with it and just continue to put out the content, I think that's a win. So yeah. Anything else?
Oh. This is like unrelated. This is like a little bit unrelated, but it has to do with like the clickbait
Yeah,
type of thing.
yeah.
So, Mad Fit posts like 10-minute hourglass abs, okay? And she is like really, she expresses that she's not into that sort of thing. Like you do it to get the abs or whatever. So she does it so that you click on the video. And when you click on the video, she explains to everyone that you aren't necessarily going to get abs by doing this. And like that's her little way of getting them to click so she can explain it to them. I think that's cool.
Interesting.
To explain it to them, like she does her little spiel.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't going to necessarily give you abs, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was really cool.
Interesting.
Because
yeah.
I was wondering, like, why does she post that when she's so against it? And then she explained that. And I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
She's smart. So I think I still need to, produce more content and everything for Amanda's inspiration. But the other day, I had like a little vision in my head of, like merch, like just a little vision.
For Amanda's inspiration.
Yeah, it was cool.
Like what?
Well, I want for whatever reason I really want like a crop top, but Printful's crop tops are not that great. So I don't know. I mean, obviously, I think that's a futuristic thing, but like you've mentioned it to me, and I've like thought about whatever. But like I was just putting away my laundry one day, and I had a vision, and I was
Had
like,
a
wow.
vision in the laundry room.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Something to think about for the future.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of stuff right now, but
Yeah. It takes time.
yeah.
And it's hard because you build up momentum and then we pivot and we do something else. So more hands, I think, are needed. Got to develop a strategy to work on that at some point.
I definitely need more hands.
Yeah. So I don't know. But again, all in all, always going to want more, always going to want to progress further. But I think that this first year of AM and the PM has been quite solid. Very consistent as far as the content goes, and the organic marketing of it. We could definitely capitalize on some more like growth marketing, the clips and other social media platforms like TikTok and shit like that. Because right now it's kind of just vague. Like people see it, but they're not, there's nothing to reel them in. There's not a lot of that clickbaity stuff or just like the thing to kind of show them like, oh, this is kind of what this is about. This is what these guys talk about like on a regular basis. So, but all in due time. And yeah, I don't know. I think we're moving in the right direction. So, anything else on that topic? Because I know we have some other stuff to get to. No? Good. Okay, what do we got next?
Easter
Easter bunny. I I don't know. What's your
So
what's your Easter spiel?
it's actually interesting because I was thinking about this, and I feel like we've definitely talked about Easter before. Like, I think last year when Easter was coming up, we talked about it wasn't like the whole episode, but we probably touched on Easter, and oh, it's like really, it's really weird. I remember asking you, like, did your mom hide your Easter basket? I'm pretty sure we were up there. We
Didn't
used to
film that one.
record
Yeah.
upstairs on our
Yeah.
phones. Um, so it's just weird. And that's why I asked Mark, I'm like, I feel like it's been a year, like it has to be a year
Yeah.
since we have done start.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about
We've
any of that. Just
started.
like the progression too. Yeah, started on the phones and then got the equipment,
Yeah.
different places, but yeah. So I
He would
guess this is our
literally, he would come, we recorded at my house a few times.
yeah
Uh,
yeah
Finally, we just decided
Mm.
we're only recording here. We went to other people's houses.
yeah. It's nice to have a mobile setup, but it's tough just because
Yeah.
you know it's foreign territory. Not easy to not easy to be like consistent that way, I guess.
Yeah. So Easter. What do you think of when you think of Easter? When I was a kid, I remember going to this huge Easter egg hunt. It was huge.
You got to understand
You don't remember.
that one I don't remember, but two, no, I had no fun. When I say I had no fun, like not that I didn't have any fun, but I'm sure you did that on like a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I had no weekends.
Very early in the morning.
Yeah, I have no weekends, so I never did any of that stuff. The only time like we got off I had time on a weekend was like on Easter, like the actual holiday, because the restaurant would be closed. So I would, from my knowledge, like I'd be working on that Saturday, like I will be working pretty sure on the Saturday before Easter this year, and then that's cool, and then you get the Sunday off, but you spend that with your family, you go out and you do whatever,
I
and
always wish Easter wasn't on a Sunday because then you don't even get a day off work. It's just annoying. Like, why can't it be on a Monday?
yeah, I remember when I had that problem. Yeah, that's it's not fun. I could talk
Yeah.
about that forever, but yeah, I mean specifically with Easter, the I didn't I don't think I ever did like an Easter egg hunt, maybe like in school or some shit, like once or twice or something like that. Um, but yeah, that wasn't a big part of it. It was I remember going to church on Easter Sunday every every time at like 7 a.m. or something ridiculous. Because like we would never go to church. I went to Catholic school, but we would never go to church because we were always working on Sundays. So then when a holiday comes around on a Sunday, or Christmas or whatever, but Easter specifically, oh, let's go to church for basically no fucking reason other than we're just kind of Catholic. But we don't do that anymore, because we don't do that anymore.
But
So
do you remember? Did you have to go find your Easter basket?
yeah, that's actually an interesting point. I remember this one year. I think fucking some kids get like presents on Easter, some weird shit. I don't know I don't know what the stereotype there is, but they're that didn't happen every time. But I remember like specifically one time. I think when I was young, I found my Easter basket or something, but then there was like another gift somewhere, and they were like, "Go find it" or something like that. He left something else. Bunny left something else. This big bunny that breaks in your house, fucking left something else in it. I'm almost positive it was like a remote control, like a little RC thing, but it was Travis Pastrana. Travis Pastrana is like a motocross guy.
Hmm.
So it was like, a little, control thing that's like, a little RC car, but it was a motorcycle and he was on top of it. I think I might still have it, but it was that. And it was like, in a box or whatever, hidden somewhere. And I found that I was weirded out because I don't remember getting any other present ever on Easter. Like yeah, Easter basket, obviously
Oh
candy or
no.
money or whatever, but never once did I think I got another present other than that one time. Very strange. It's weird.
I always did. I'd get
Yeah.
like every color flip flops from Old
What the
Navy,
fuck?
little outfits. I was literally probably when I was like 21, I think. I don't know. A few years ago, doesn't matter how old I am. I woke up Easter morning and my mom got me a lunchbox
What the
and
hell?
she she got me a lunchbox and a little kid, a big Twix egg in my room. Yeah, so my mom is like, she literally just recently stopped giving me stuff on Easter. um, I'm an only child,
Yeah.
so um, but candy, man, the best part is the Sarah's chocolate.
Yeah. Sarah's chocolate.
Yeah.
Oreos. I didn't get any of that shit. I got like
You
a
didn't get the
basket with a
Sarah's
bunch
chocolate.
of, fake grass in it, and then maybe some Reese's eggs, and different Hershey Kisses or something like that, or like Twix, things like that. Like basically, you just go grab one of them assorted variety things and throw them in there. Normally like a 20 or something like that, I think.
Oh, I remember one year I got a chocolate phone, a Sarah's chocolate phone, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Hello." I like took a Snapchat of me like, "Hello," talking on my phone.
Yeah, I don't know.
This was recent.
This was last year.
This was like a couple
Uh,
years ago.
yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah. Other than that, though, I think I'd have one here, and then I'd have one at my grandma's house or something like that. But
Oh,
yeah, a
that's
lot of
cool.
lot of candy, a lot of shit there. But what else? Actually, I'll take that back. We did normally hunt for Easter eggs at my grandmother's house, but it was just like in the yard, and I don't know. It would have like little quarters or like random little like Milky Way shit, different things in there. Um, and then we would just have dinner.
We would go collect the Easter eggs at the Easter egg hunt, and I don't know what was inside of them, like tickets maybe. And at the end, they had like, big, like what they have at like a Chinese auction,
A basket.
big baskets full of stuff.
Wow.
My mom was always the winner at the, she would always win baskets.
Interesting.
She had good luck. But yeah, I would go and find my Easter basket and, yeah, honestly though, I was trying to think earlier, like where I do Easter, where I went for Easter. Honestly, it's like I think it's like all over. I think at one point I went to my dad's family, and then sometimes I would stay with my grandparents. Um, Now I think typically I do your family on Easter. I did like the past couple years. I think I went to your family. It depends.
Yeah. Yeah, we always normally just went to my grandmother's house. What do you eat normally? It's well, actually, it's funny. I'm pretty
Why?
sure.
Why do I not remember the food at all?
Well, I'm
No,
pretty sure I didn't really eat it, but I'm pretty sure it's lamb.
I can tell you why I don't remember. Last year we had chicken. Last year was, um, in the midst of all the craziness was COVID, and we had chicken parmesan spaghetti. It was amazing. Like we had all this delicious food that you would normally eat on Easter. I think it's usually ham,
Ham and lamb,
and the
ram.
typical like potatoes and what the fuck do I eat on Easter? I guess it's just basic stuff.
Yeah, I think it's ham.
Ham and the green beans. And, we haven't seen my aunt in like a year because of COVID, and she's finally, I think,
Hmm.
coming on Easter.
Nice.
Like I
Yeah.
literally haven't seen her since last February.
Nice.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Holidays are fun, I guess.
I like Christmas.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
I know, but that's my favorite holiday. I like Halloween too.
Yeah.
Halloween's definitely my favorite time of year. Love that.
Yeah, I'm excited for this warm weather.
Yeah. Spring.
Yeah, I enjoy going outside and actually getting some vitamin D on my skin. And I don't know. I mean, we have a pool, but it's not really. I don't know. I don't know when that's necessarily getting opened, and we rarely use it anyway, which is actually kind of ironic. But I don't know.
It's
Just
an
especially,
above ground pool.
yeah. But just especially after this, like this winter, how weirdly cold and snowy it was. I'm happy to be getting back to some warm weather. Although my allergies, I think, are starting to pick up a little bit.
Oh, he's always such a little baby with his
Well,
allergies.
I'm hypersensitive
He
to
loves
to to
he
changes in my
loves the
body.
summer, but he gets really bad allergies. Him and his sister, like really bad every year.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But what else you got? You got anything else on the Easter? Did you ever see the Easter Bunny?
Yeah.
You did? In real life?
Yeah, at the mall.
That's not the real Easter Bunny. It's one of his helpers.
Oh, here we go. I used to, I think, leave carrots out for him.
So weird what we do to our children.
I was mad about Santa for a long time. But
I
then
partially don't want to do any of that shit.
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis they don't do Santa,
Really?
really. But then I just feel like, that's,
Isn't your kid gonna go tell other kids?
I feel like that's not good either, you know?
I wish we all didn't do it. Like I wish we all didn't do it for that or the Easter Bunny or whatever.
Oh, and the Tooth Fairy, like such a lie.
Yeah, the Tooth Fairy is a bad one. I don't know though. I kind of go back and forth on that now that I'm thinking about it. Like, do kids talk about that? Do you think
How, well,
do you think a 10-year-old would say to another
Leia's
10-year-old, "Oh, I got
Leia's 11. My little cousin Leia, she's 11.
yeah."
And I feel like she has to know that it's not real, but they still act like it's so real.
Yeah, I don't know.
My mom even jokes and says, Santa brought this for you. But, like, obviously I know it's not real. It's sad when you find out, though, and it's like, it's almost like your whole life is a lie.
What the fuck?
What?
What do you mean?
It's like everything's
Your whole life.
Not your whole life, but a lot of it's a lie. The Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy,
Yeah.
Santa.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's done in like out of good faith or something or for a good reason. But I don't know if it's that drastic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing it, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just gonna not have Santa. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I don't know. It's a silly lie to make people feel good, to kind of like
Yeah, like,
instill
who
some
made
shit.
this up?
But yeah, that's a weird thing. Like whose idea was this?
Who invented
Why was
all
this
of
why was this who thought this was a good idea? Is kind of like the situation that I'm in. Not like I really give that much of a shit, but at the same time it's like I don't know if even I say lie, but people be like, it's not lying. It's like, I mean, it is lying. Like, let's call it what it is. But why? Just why though is really the question. Like,
Yeah.
it's not necessary. You could just the holiday would not be any different. I mean, there's the stories and like music, and it was probably made for actual like it was probably made for fucking like consumerism in a way.
It's really sad because there are kids' parents who can't afford certain stuff, and they'll
Yeah.
be like, Santa doesn't like me.
Yeah.
Like, it's like fucked up.
Yeah, yeah, we've seen that before. Yeah, that's a thing. Is like, if you're gonna give them a big item or something, say it's from yourself, not like Santa or some shit. But that's what I mean though. Is like it just causes like kind of more problems. I don't know why that was ever kind of started. It's a cute thing, I guess, but it's a lie, and I don't know why you would potentially traumatize your kids like at the end of it
Yeah.
by telling them no. So I don't know. It's just weird. Fucking weird stuff.
Yeah.
In weird stuff in our world. But But yeah.
Yeah,
So.
well, happy Easter, everyone.
Yeah. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Enjoy the Easter bunny.
Eat all the chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we have anything else? Any other topics? Rounding out a year here strong with the Easter talk.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know we always try to just kind of say what's up and what's coming down the pipe here, but there's a lot of good things. At some time or another, we're gonna have more shit going, more merch, more things like that. Trying to get more people. If you like I don't know if we ever said that. If you like the episode, share it with somebody. If you like the podcast, share it out. Get more fellows and girl fellows to follow us. Honestly, as a sidebar, and kind of echo back on the other stuff, we've had some like decent growth here and there. Like people. Let me just talk about this for a second because I notice it probably a little bit more than you do because like I'm on the shit like a lot more. I want to talk and double down on the whole thing we talked about earlier about the consistency thing. When you put shit out there, people just start to notice, and they start to notice in a way that's like not like it's not like an ego thing. It's just like when you literally see somebody's name or like a brand's name or something come across your Instagram or Facebook feed more and more often, you're going to naturally be like, what the fuck is that? Like, I know that person. What are they doing? I've gotten a lot of that.
Yeah.
Like for some things. But the other thing too is like randomly we'll just get people that like the page on Facebook or follow us on Instagram, which is kind of cool. I mean, I'm happy that we're having some sort of an effect on certain people, and we're not going to ever appeal to all 7 billion, but hopefully we can get like even like a little percentage of that, like 0.5% or something like that. But you just got to keep moving, so keep putting the content out, and like we said, we'll start eventually here as we get more help and things like that, or just more time or prioritize differently, more ways to expand the audience, more ways for everybody to support, and we're going to have fun. We're going to keep making a community of people. But again, as always, if you have any questions, shoot us. There's links in the description, everything like that. Ask us anything. We'll be more than happy to answer it. Make sure you grab some merch if you're interested. Yeah, subscribe. Tell your friends. Just tell your friends, tweet it, tweet it. Just tweet it out there.
Post on your story.
Yeah, post on your story. And, but yeah, regardless though, it's been a great year. Truthfully, we thank you guys so much. I have no idea how many listens we've gotten on Anchor and on Facebook, but I would assume, I don't know, maybe on the order of like 1,500, I think, on Anchor, like throughout the podcast network. And then, I don't know, honestly, I'd say almost the same-ish. I have no idea. Nah, probably less for the videos, but we're moving, just put out content, be happy, try to bring some value. So we got more stuff coming. But seriously, though, thank you guys so much. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten for this first year. We couldn't be happier, and we're just going to keep on going. So with that, though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of AM and the PM with Amanda and Mark. And we'll talk to you in the next one.